As a parent, you've likely spent countless hours researching, planning, and implementing diet changes and detoxes for your child, knowing that our kids today are exposed to a greater toxic load than ever before, and that all of these chemicals and toxins that kids are exposed to early and often in life have to play a role in your child's chronic health challenges like autism, ADHD, allergies, epilepsy, and more. You've probably already eliminated dozens, if not hundreds, of foods, carefully planned meals, and invested in expensive supplement protocols to try to heal the gut and to get ahead. But despite your tireless efforts, your child is still struggling with gut issues, immune challenges, and behavioral problems. If this sounds familiar, you're not alone. Many dedicated parents find themselves stuck in this frustrating cycle, watching their child battle chronic health issues despite their best efforts and all sorts of restricted diets. But what if there's a crucial factor that's been overlooked? Today, we're going to explore why diet changes and detoxes often fall short and introduce you to a groundbreaking approach that could be the missing link in your child's healing journey. This video is for parents who have exhausted dietary interventions and natural remedies to help their children overcome chronic health issues, but you're still searching for answers and lasting solutions. We'll discuss why diet changes and detoxes often fail to fully resolve chronic pediatric health challenges, introduce the concept of the perfect storm, and explain how addressing an overstressed and dysfunctional nervous system first may be the missing link to finally getting the results that you've been working so hard for. 10 plus years ago, the majority of our new patients had already been through rounds and rounds of medications like antibiotics, stimulants, and so forth. But back then, very few families had gone too far down the road of diet changes, detoxes, supplements, and natural remedies. That sounds pretty crazy to say today when the vast majority of us are not just well aware of all sorts of diets like gluten-free, casein-free, paleo, keto, carnivore, so forth. But if you've gone all in on natural health, you may be cold plunging, eating 1,000 grams of protein a day, and taking naps inside an infrared sauna. Now, today, the good news is that less than 20% of our patients come in already on medications, a massive and incredibly positive shift from just a decade ago. But at the same time, nearly 80% of our new patients have already implemented things like diet changes, detoxes, and massive supplement protocols. But they still struggle and have chronic health issues. So, what gives? What is the real root cause and missing link if healing the gut and going fully gluten, casein, and chemical free doesn't do the job? Keep watching. We've got the answer for you. To understand why diet changes and detoxes often fall short, we need to examine the perfect storm concept. This refers to a series of events that, when combined, create the ideal conditions for chronic illness in children. First, high-stress pregnancies can have a profound impact on a child's developing nervous system. Maternal stress hormones like cortisol can cross the placenta and alter the delicate balance of the fetus's developing brain and nervous system. Additionally, the umbilical cord acts essentially as a power cord, connecting the mother's nervous system to the baby's developing brain and nervous system. So if there's a lot of stress, anxiety throughout the pregnancy, that can begin to pre-wire the children's nervous system to be more stuck in a sympathetic fight or flight stress mode as well. Next, birth trauma and interventions such as C-sections, forceps deliveries, and vacuum extractions can cause physical strain to the newborn's neck and brainstem region. This area houses and protects the vagus nerve, which is crucial for proper nervous system function, specifically the parasympathetic nervous system side of things. This parasympathetic system, is the rest, regulate, digest, and detox side of the nervous system. So when it's not functioning properly, even with a perfect diet and all sorts of detox supplements, the results will be very limited. When the developing nervous system is thrown off track by all of these perfect storm stressors that show up early and often, it leads to something called subluxation, sympathetic dominance, and dysautonomia. Simply put, this means that the nervous system is stuck in stress mode. Once it gets stuck there, one of the first things it does is shut down gut motility and elimination, weaken and suppress the immune system, and leave the body in a pro inflammatory state. Once stuck there, even the best diet changes and detox protocols have a hard time breaking through and getting results. So, what's the solution? This is where neurologically focused chiropractic care comes in. At Generations Chiropractic, we use state-of-the-art technology, including insight scans, to accurately detect and measure nervous system dysfunction and find out if their nervous system is stuck in sympathetic fight or flight stress mode. If it is, then that means that we've finally been able to pinpoint and find out why your child has not responded to all of the diet changes, detoxes, and natural remedies that perhaps other kids have responded to. I want to show you some scans and show you what it might look like to be in this sympathetic state or have this dysautonomia. This scan right here is one of our neurocore scans. It measures the muscle tension in the nervous system. And this right here, you can see a lot of red, a lot going on in the neck. There's red all over the place. What you can kind of see is it looks a little bit chaotic, and that's that dysautonomia that we're talking about. Basically means that the nervous system can't figure out how to function or where to go. Now, if we take a look at this scan right here, this is one that we call heart rate variability. And this tells us how well the child is adapting to their environment. You can see that white dot there represents the child. And this is divided into 4 different quadrants. So that half of the picture right there on that left side is the sympathetic stuck side. So you can see how that white dot is outside of that green circle. It's stuck on the sympathetic, meaning that it is raging, trying to get out of that fight or flight. If you feel like you've truly tried it all and nothing has fully worked just yet, then it's almost certainly a case of subluxation, sympathetic dominance, and dysautonomia. No one else in healthcare tests for nervous system dysfunction and dysregulation like this. So these insight scans could be the missing link that you've been searching for all along. Once we have these scans and the neurometrics and scores that come from them, we can then create a customized and personalized care plan made specifically for your child. If this video hits home for you, mom and dad, click the link in our bio on Instagram to schedule a consult and insight scan appointment or give us a call at the office. We're here at Generations Chiropractic and we're ready to help right away.